We've been asked to expand and simplify this large expression, and it has many elements to it. There's 3 items being multiplied, and then we've got a plus 6 on the end. So let's take it one step at a time. You actually get a choice as to whether or not you want to multiply the 4 into the first bracket or multiply the 2 brackets times each other. I leave it up to you as to which you'd rather do, and because this is a video, you can pause it and even try it on your own first before you watch how I'm doing it. What I'm going to do is multiply this -4 directly into this bracket first, and it only goes into the first bracket, and I've discussed this before, but if you were multiplying 2 times 3 times 4, you would only multiply the 2 times the 3 first. You wouldn't multiply 2 times 3 and then multiply 2 times 4 again. So I'm going to multiply -4 times -x over 2, and negative times negative makes positive. And if you're just getting used to fractions or whatever, the 4 is over a 1, so the 4 gets multiplied by the x. Now what's going to happen after that is the 2 is going to divide the 4. I'll do that in a second step, but you're more than welcome to just go ahead and write this as the number 2x. Now I'll multiply the -4 times a -4. That gives us positive 16. And that is the first bracket still as a package. This next bracket has not been touched, and the plus 6 has not been touched. Now we're going to expand the next 2 brackets. We can simplify the 4x over 2. The 4x over 2 is really 2x. And then what we can do is we can multiply that 2x times x. So 2x times x is 2x squared. And then we can multiply that 2x times -8, which would give us -16x. Now I'll multiply 16 times x and 16 times -8. So that's 16x. Then you'd use your calculator, but 16 times 8 is 128. Now the plus 6x is still on the end here, and that's going to be our a like term that we end up combining with the rest of them. So 2x squared, there are no other x squareds. I've got -16x plus 16x. They've gone away. That's a 0x, but I'm also going to add a 6x, so I end up with plus 6x, and then a minus 128. And we like to write it in descending order of powers. What the heck does that mean, sir? Well, it means I'm going to write my highest power of x term first. Then I'm going to write the next x term. So essentially you want it in descending order. So if I had x to the 4, x to the 3, x to the 2, we would want it descending like that. And even if you didn't have one of these, you might have x to the 4 but no x to the 3 and an x squared and then only maybe a constant like this. We want it in descending orders. Just like this. Alphabetical order first, x then y, and descending order by powers. And so that's why we write the x squared and then the x and then the 128. I hope that made sense. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and keep practicing math.